Well. Bore da. Pronoun da, in fact.
Yeah, pronoun da. It is pronoun da. Yeah. Croeso, welcome to you all to this special Adobe Digital Leaders live lesson for Owain Glyndwr Day.
Love that name. It's just such a striking name, Owain Glyndwr.
Yes, yes. It's because it wasn't his original name. It's because he was from Glyndwr, which is the first estate that he lived at.
Right.
It's a shortened version of that. Yeah.
Did you know what his real name actually was? I do. I can tell you.
Tell me. Owain
Hugh Owain Jones.
No. It's not that. It's Owain up Griffith up Llewellyn, I think. I can't remember now. Yeah. There we are. Right. So welcome in. And if this is your first ever Digital Leaders session, then welcome to you. Hope you can have fun. We're going to be doing two different activities today. Some schools just drop off after the first one. That's absolutely fine. If you just want to do the first activity, that's fine. So we split it into two. So let's just blast through the rules, first of all. So rule number one is that if we're going a bit too fast for you, you are welcome to pause the live stream. All right. Now I'll be going first on the browser. So if you've got a Chromebook, a laptop, a Mac, a PC, something like that, you can follow my screen. And then Dom will be repeating what I've done on the iPad. So you'll have a bit of extra time built in there. But if you do need even more time, just pause us. What about rule number two there, Dom? What is that?
Claim your certificate. I'm getting better at this now. I have had some angry teachers on me say, where are the certificates? But when you complete this session, you've done your two challenges, your teacher can then go and download certificates for all the people who've completed the challenges in your class. They will be on a link that will be emailed out. Don't forget that in order to get that email, you need to register for the session. Reddit will have a link, which he probably puts on the screen right now. There we go. If you need to register, go and register there, and then you will get that email, which means that you can get a certificate straight after the session. And I have put the Owain Glyndwr one in there before time.
Excellent. And then you also need to be registered to get some info about our third rule, which is you can earn your whole school a pizza party. How are they able to do that, Dom?
Well, we're gonna send out some emails. It will be at the end of this month, which will detail exactly how you can do that. Basically, you need to be doing sort of whole school creative days, not every single child in the whole school, maybe, from the sort of, 6 to 11-year-olds, something like that. We're going to do some creative challenges for your kind of whole school, as we call it. And when you've done 3 of those challenges, you can qualify for a pizza party. We will pay for pizza to come to your party, to come to your school, and then you can devour it.
Yeah, and we're so excited about the pizza. We forgot to mention, probably more importantly for teachers, is that when you earn a pizza party, you'll also earn the Adobe Digital Leaders School Award that you can put up on the wall. A nice, lovely plaque telling everyone, all your school visitors, that you are an Adobe Digital Leaders School. So that comes along with the pizza party. Right, okay. So that's the rules done. Get your comments in. Let us know where you're joining us from today. We'll get your whoop whoops up on the screen. We love seeing who's joining us from where. So if we can have teachers only, please. We don't want comments coming in from students, if that's okay. So teachers only. Give us a comment telling us where you're joining us from. Let's take a look at today's challenge. So just get my my screen up. Here we go.
So you need a quick shout out to Greta Ann in the house. Just
all right.
Very important student who's on the call today. Anyway, moving on. Go.
All right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. That's my daughter is on an inset today, so she's I'm forcing her to join from the living room. Right. Okay. Now then, to get to this challenge page, you've got the scrolly at the bottom of the screen. So if you open up another tab, and go to bit.ly/expressogw. We're not quite sure what the W stands for. bit.ly/expressogw, or you could use your device's camera and scan the QR code. That'll bring you to this challenge page, which shows us what we're going to be doing today. And for the second activity, you're going to need it because we're going to be copying and pasting some text. Okay, so once you get here, you can see if we scroll down, that we are going to start off by recreating Owain Glyndwr's famous banner. And then we look at making our own. That's going to be fun, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's jump over to that. First of all, before we do that, though, we got some super quick shout-outs.
Rolling in.
Yeah. Shwmai, Glyndwr Primary School, welcome 3 classes. Oh, that is amazing. That is so cool. Your internet is having a hammering. Ysgol Bro Peder, Shwmai, croeso. And we've got Dosbarth Abersoch joining from Cwm Ffrwd Oer Primary School. I love the name of that primary school. Cwm Ffrwd Oer. Lovely. And Cleddau Reach Primary School, Shwmai, welcome to you. And Kiwi High School, Shwmai. Down the road. I'm in command then as well. Up the cow town. Come on. Yeah. Right. And we've got Class 5, Ysgol Llanddulas looking forward. We've got Bro Peder again. And then we've got, who's this? Dosbarth Alarch, Ysgol Cystennin, croeso I chi. And then...
Bro Peder are representing here.
They are.
They are smashing it. Great stuff.
Blwyddyn 6, Rogier, is that, I think, primary school?
Rogier.
I think it is.
A French twang.
Yes. Shwmai, Ysgol y Biniau, Year 5 in Llanelli. Trivia for you, my mum used to be the deputy head in Ysgol y Biniau back in the day. There we go. And then St. Charles School, Hanma. Oh, wow. Right then, yes, amazing. Owain Glyndwr got married to Margaret Hamner at St. Charles. That is boom! Amazing. Wow. Huge. Amazing. Kai Garu are ready to rock. Nice. And we've got...
that was rad.
Dosbarth 6, Ysgol Pen y Bryn by Golwyn. Brilliant. And hi from Pendoilan Church Wales School. Brilliant.
One more.
Ysgol Derwenfa as well. Right. Get your comments in if you haven't yet. Get them in. You can pop them in and we'll have a look later on. Right. We better get started. We're 7 minutes in. We've done anything yet. Right. Okay. Let's get that off the screen. Now then, I've got Express open on this tab here. So let's start by recreating Owain Glyndwr's iconic banner that he raised on this day, the 16th of September, back in the year 1400. So we are going to click on the big blue dot with a plus in it, and we want a landscape project. Big blue plus, landscape project.
Didn't go for creative graphic this time then, hey?
No, old school. The layout isn't what I want, Dom. So
it's not what I want.
So Glyndwr's banner is quartered in red and yellow. So let's just start off by setting the page background to red. Okay. So I don't need this, these templates. Go away. Click on that X. So let's set my page background to red. So I'll just click on background color at the top ribbon. And then none of those are any good. So I'm going to click on the more colors drop down. And you'll see there about halfway down, halfway across, we've got a perfect red shade there. Lovely. Now, should we get the iPad to that point first as well? Just for people on the iPad.
Come on. Move
on.
You've
done it already. You're done. Okay, let's move on.
Rename your file. Come on. Rename your file. Get with the program. Okay. Come on.
So, top left, we need to rename our file to Glyndwr Banner. Okay, lovely. Right, now then, let's quarter this with yellow rectangles. So I'm going to go to Elements on the left-hand side. And up at the top, we're going to scroll over to Shapes. And in there, we want a rectangle. Let's grab this second rectangle. It's kind of a filled-in solid rectangle. So just click on that. It'll add it, maybe in a random color. That's fine. Right. Now then, we want this to perfectly fill the top left-hand corner. So if you just pop it into the top left-hand corner, what we're going to do then is not use the corner handles. We're actually going to use these long side handles, okay? And what I can do is stretch my rectangle until I reach halfway. Now then, I don't need to guess where halfway is, because when I get there we go. It's going to click. You see, it's going to pop onto that line, and it's going to show me a pink line showing that it's perfectly aligned. Now, maybe that pink line isn't the easiest to see there on the red background, but it is there, I promise you. Right. Now then, the width is sorted. Let's get the height sorted. I need it to come down exactly halfway down. So if I grab the long handle there, oh, you see, it just clicks on there again. So that is exactly aligned in the top left-hand corner. I'm going to change the color of that now to yellow. So in the left-hand panel, I'm going to click on Fill. And then choose this lovely shade of yellow there. And finally, I'm going to duplicate this shape. And it's the perfect size, so I don't need to resize it. It's the perfect size. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to pop this copy down into the bottom right-hand corner. And again, those pink lines, I'm going to just help me out. Right, let's throw the screen over to Dom on the iPad, who's going to get us to that point. Okay, Dom, it's over to you.
Easy, easy, easy. Right, go to the plus. Old school rules. Standard sizes. I'll go for landscape 16 by 9. Click it in the middle. Tap it in the middle even. Okay, getting everything ready. Why, thank you. Okay, get rid of the YouTube videos. Because I'm a clever sausage, I'll go in here and I'll rename my file straight away. None of this hanging around nonsense. Glyndwr banner. Okay, return. I'm in there. Boom. Right, background color. Give it a little tap. Go down to more colors. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. Red. Yes, please. Then go into elements. I mean, this is classic presenting. And then go to shapes. And then go to rectangle. Second one in. All fill color. Looking rad. Give me it in white. No, thank you. Grab it. Click it into the top left corner. Change the fill color over on this left hand side here. You can see it's more colors. Go in there. Select this rather attractive yellow there. Click on the gray on the outside to get rid of it all. Stretch this out until yeah, pink dotted line across the middle. So that is exactly halfway. And then take this one to halfway. Yay, there it is. Easy peasy. Duplicate's already there. I can see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Put you on the right-hand corner ya. And then we are done ya.
Lovely. Right, I'll take control. We're back on. Oops, I just removed you there. Sorry, wrong button. We're back on the browser. So we're ready now to add Glyndwr's lions. Now then, interesting point. Well, so Glyndwr didn't just he wasn't born with this banner. He actually decided on this banner when he decided.
It's like his brand. It's like his brand. It's like an old school brand.
Yeah, when he started his rebellion, he's like, right, let's start. Let's pick a banner. So
let's logo this up.
He combined the banners of two sides of his family. So that's where the red and the yellow comes from. One side of his family had a yellow banner, the other had a red banner. But then also his ancestor, Llywelyn the Last, Llywelyn and Llywolaf, he had a quartered banner like this. But the lions on Llywelyn's banner were passant. They were lying down, which suggests that Llywelyn was, if you can see here in the challenge page, suggests that Llywelyn was more calm and composed.
Not like young Owain.
But Owain wanted...
He was Owain
wanted to show that he was ready for battle. In fact, by the time he raised this banner, he'd already started battling. So that's why he chose to have rampant lions rather than passant.
Is that the word you chose?
It's the official. These are the official heraldic attitudes of beasts. So
amazing.
Yeah, that's right. So you can have. So his lion meant that showed that he was brave and majestic. He wanted to show that he came from royal lineage. He came from he was a descendant of two different royal families in Wales. So he wanted to show that he was legitimate. Right, let's get his lion in. Right, now then, we're going to use media on the left-hand side. We're going to use artificial intelligence. We're going to use AI to produce this lion. Now, I'm going to click on media and up at the top, go to photos, generate image. Now then, to fit in this rectangle, landscape is probably my best option, or maybe even white.
Now then,
landscape's fine. That's going to fit lovely in there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now then, what are we going to type into our prompt box? Well, let's be really specific, because if you put lion in, maybe you'll get a photo or something like that. We want this to look legit. So I'm going to type in here heraldic rampant lion. And that is the correct term. And the artificial intelligence in Adobe Express is clever enough to work out what all those words together means. And let's hit generate and let's see what we get. And look, remember now, we're trying to recreate Glyndwr's banner here. So we want our lions rampant, so kind of looking ready to fight, and facing to the left. So facing to the Oh my goodness.
That is class.
Yeah.
What was your full prompt again?
Heraldic rampant lion. That's it.
Wow. Couldn't you put facing left in there?
Yeah, I suppose, but I'm not too worried about that. I know we've got the flip horizontal button as well. So and I click more there, generate more to see some more. And do you know what? I think actually this one minus the hoop around it is going to be perfect for me. So I'm going to choose that. And now I'm just going to remove the background. I could have typed no background in. That would have been clever, wouldn't it? I could have typed
You didn't do any sort of content type choices or anything like that?
No, just heraldic, rampant, lion, and generate. That's it. I think the fact that we put heraldic in means that it's going to be in that style.
Right.
Right, so now I want to get rid of the background and I want to get rid of this weird hoop. So I'm just going to click on the X here to close down the generate image panel. And it just takes me back to the normal image editing panel that you get with every image that you have. And I'm just going to click on the happy dog to get rid of the background. Okay. And let's see what happens.
Oh, that's
okay. It's chopped one arm off and the bottom of a foot off. So do you know what? I'm just going to bring that back really easily using the erase button here and restore. You see there? And just bring my brush down. I'm just going to click on that. You see, you don't need to paint really carefully. You can just kind of click once. Oops.
That's because you're in that quick selection though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in quick selection. And I'm just going to restore the foot and that arm. There we go. I'm done. And then hit done. And if it looks a bit rough, that's fine because we are going to be kind of vintaging up. Vintaging? Is that a word? We're going to be vintaging this poster. Anyway, right. So that's I'm going to let Dom get to that point now because I'm sure back in school, a lot of you are just experimenting with AI. So, Dom, we're back on the iPad with you.
Okay, thanks. Right. Okay, let's go to media on the left-hand side. Generate image. And then, going to go to landscape here. Yeah, so that's a nice, that's a good size. It kind of fits. You don't need to put it directly in the center there, but it'll give you a good sort of idea of, what it's going to look like once it's in. Right, so this is funny. Herald. Oh, I'm in the Spanish keyboard. Come on, work with me. Heraldic, rampant lion. Okay. Content type. I know. Well, you didn't do any, which was unusual for you, I must say.
I know. I do enjoy those usually, but I don't think it needs it. Once you put heraldic, it just sorts out the style for you. I think.
There you go.
Whilst we're waiting for that to generate, we have got who have we got? Ysgol Swyn y Don, dosbarth awel, croeso I chi. We've got Ysgol y Ddwylan, year 6, Siwmai Ysgol y Ddwylan, and then we've got dosbarth Penfro, Ysgol y Ddwylan as well. And we got Blwyddyn 3, Miss Evans, Ysgol Gynradd Gymraeg, Ynys Wen, croeso I chi, Siwmai. And we've also got dosbarth Penfro, Ysgol y Ddwylan again. There we are. Right. Okay, how's it looking, Dom?
Yeah. Look at these bad boys.
Yeah, they look great.
I think I'm going to go for this second one, I think, because I feel like maybe it's actually got 3 arms.
Yeah, he's super ready for a fight.
Yeah, I know. I might just keep that in because why not? And then so I'll be okay with that one. So I've just X'd out of the generative AI. Remove background. Let's go to the dog. Whoever at Adobe decided that the remove background tool should be a dog is an interesting,
perfect job.
Choice. Yeah, it is a good job, that isn't it? What I could do, I suppose, I could go right in it, and if I think, it is a bit weird, it's got another arm. I could go to erase
that top one.
Yeah, get rid of the top one, I think. Although that is probably going to be the haymaker arm. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
that's
But,
the one that'll get. Yeah, that's the one that'll surprise them.
yeah, that's the one that'll chop you down. So I'll just go in there. Oh, that's done a good job.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
actually
good.
no. Hang on.
Bring
Reset.
it on.
No. Cancel. Right, I'm going to go back in. Erase. Right, instead of quick selection, I'm actually going to use the brush.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I think there's lots of this which is far too similar to each other. That was good for now, but I'm going to reduce the brush a bit, be a little bit more detailed now. And you get in, and then you won't mess up any other parts of your piece of art.
That's great. I think you're done there.
Oh, hang on, I'm doing a madness here because I can't really see under my finger. It's a bit tricky.
Stop
Yeah,
doing
it.
Stop. Right, brilliant. Yeah,
I'll shave his beard while I'm at it.
Okay, what are you saying?
I was shaving his beard while I was at it.
Yeah. Right, we're back on my screen. Right, okay. So now we need to add a tint to these because the colors are flipped. So the lion on the yellow quarter is going to be red, and the lion on the red quarter is going to be yellow. So to do that, I'm just going to go into effects, and then you can see here you've got tint. Okay, click on tint. Now then, click again on tint to open up the tint settings, and you basically want to choose here the same red color that we've got as our background, this one. And now I'm going to bring the intensity of that tint right up. Cool. Now I'm going to duplicate this for the other yellow quarter. So I'm going to go 3 dots, duplicate. And now the pink lines are going to help me to get that exactly centered in that quarter. And now I'm going to duplicate it again, 3 dots, duplicate. And this time up on the red quarter, you've guessed what we're going to do. What are we going to do, Dom?
Rename your project?
No, I'm going to change the tint color to yellow this time. So we're going to...
I hope you did say tint one more time. You haven't said it enough times yet.
What? We're going to... So this on the red quarter, we need a yellow lion. So I'm going to click on tint. And this time I'm going to choose the yellow. Yellow. And the tint's already at 100%, so that's fine. And then I'm going to duplicate that down to the bottom quarter. And again, you see the pink lines are just helping us to get everything lined up nice and crispy. Oh, I'm offline. No, I'm back. Right, Dom, sort this out.
Yes. Okay, so here's my lion. So we're going to do it. Well, I'm offline.
All right. Yeah, I went offline and it came back.
That's odd. Hey.
Oh, there we are. You're
back. Right. Got my lion. I'm going to go into effects, tint. It's at the moment it's on none. Well, it was. I just trust me. And then we go to tint, and then I'll tap it again. Color. Right on the iPad, it's a little bit more fiddly, I think. So you can go to the dropper tool. You can see it just along. Color spelled incorrectly in the top of this little box that's popped up because it's the American way of saying it.
Yeah,
even though it's English, everyone.
We didn't. Well, yeah, you could use the. I just used the more colors and grabbed it from that palette again.
Yeah,
you can use the eyedropper.
Yeah, is that all right? Do you mind?
Of course it is. Yeah, if you want. Yeah,
sure?
You're taking a stroll there, Dom. I like it.
Right, so I've done one, and then when you've got that, you can click it once, and I'm going to go to my 3 dots. I'm going to duplicate. And then you can see I'm going to make sure that it's slap bang center. Come on, slap bang center. There you go. Right. And then if I do the 3 dots again and then duplicate, so those 2 are done, but this one's not because this is not the same color that we want. There we go. There's one. So then I can go to effects and tint there. And this time I'm going to go tint, color. And I use my dropper tool again because it's just advanced level kind of stuff that you're going to get from me on the iPad, guys. Okay, advanced level stuff. And then I'm just going to move that little sort of circle in the middle to the yellow. There we go. And once it's done I'll do my 3 dots, duplicate, and then stick it over here. One thing I did think was I wonder whether, do you know what, getting it absolutely centered on the iPad is definitely more of a task than it is on the There we go. That'll do. I did wonder whether they should be facing kind of inwards or something. I don't know.
Well, on Glyndwr, they were all facing to the left. So
cool. There you go.
Right. You go. Okay. So back on the browser, we're nearly done with recreating Glyndwr's flag. The only thing I want to do is make it look a bit older. So I'm going to go to Elements on the left-hand side. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do is, under Design Assets, is just search for pencil line. So I'm going to search for...
here we go. We're doing this again. This is Mr. Jones's, like, it's like his reason for being. He loves this stuff.
I do.
Nothing wrong with that. One skill.
So if you scroll, it's my only thing. That's all I got. So if you keep scrolling down, you'll get to these thin. These are the ones we want. Thin black pencil line. Okay. There's a load of them. Once you scroll far enough, there's a set of them. So grab any one of these. It probably helps if it is kind of horizontal. Okay. So I'll go with this one. This is fine. So bring that in. And what I'm going to do is just move that line all the way over to the left-hand side, and then I'm going to expand it all the way over to the right-hand side so that I go all the way across. And I kind of want to hide the join between each quarter of my banner. And then I'm just going to duplicate this line like that, and I'm just going to rotate it, whoop-a-days, like that, and pop that on the upright, on the vertical line. Like that. Okay, so I just bring in a pencil line, and then I'm just hiding my joins there. Shall I go on one more step, Dom? Or yeah, you're just doing that. We don't need to show that on the iPad as well, do we? So Elements, and then search for pencil line under the Design Assets, and just bring one in. So then, to finish off Glyndwr's banner, we're gonna cancel the search in the Design Assets. So it just takes us back to the normal Design Assets window. And I'm going to scroll down to Textures. And in Textures, there's loads of different ones you could try. You could try Distressed. You could try Grunge. You could try Ink. You could try Painted. You could try... Yeah, that's probably the ones. So get into one of those categories. For example, I'll go into Distressed and click View All. Here we go. We just want to put an overlay over our entire... banner. So I'm going to go with this one here. There we go. And I'm just going to pop it in the top left-hand corner there and expand it. It doesn't matter that it's much bigger than the canvas. It means I can just move it around a bit and decide which bit I want.
Can I give you a little tip with this one?
Go for it, Dom. I love a tip.
What I would do is I would go to opacity. I'll put it all the way down to 0. And then when it's at 0, I just bring it up until I think it's in the perfect spot. That's how I would do it. But you do you.
If the overlay is too strong, mine's quite strong there. On the left-hand side, you've got the opacity. So yeah, why not bring it all the way down to 0 and then slowly bring it back in until I'm happy with how much of that distressed effect I've got, and then leave it alone at that point. Right, so my Glyndwr banner's done. So I'm ready to move on to make my own personal banner. Let's have a look at how Dom's getting on the iPad. And we've also got a shout out from Birch Class at Westwood, who are super excited for today's theme.
You've got a few there. I think you've got to go up another 5. I think Dosbath, Awela Discol, Sun.
No, I've done those. No, I've done those.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Right. You do that while I'm just showing people how to duplicate. To get your other line in, because you've got your lines from Design Assets. There we go. Go on, you can shout that away if you want.
I've done them all.
Oh, have you done them all? Okay.
Yeah, we've done them all. Yeah.
All right, leave me alone. and then, so what did you search for? You searched for textures?
So I just didn't search for anything. I cancelled that pencil line search. And in Design Assets, go to Design Assets. And I went down to Textures at the bottom of Design Assets.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's a load of categories in here that work. So you've got Distressed, you've got Grunge, you've got Paint, you've got Ink. All of those work.
Yeah, Grunge is a good one. I like Grunge.
Yeah.
This one's pretty cool. Look at that. Oh, look at this. That is... Owain would have loved this. Wouldn't he, though? You could just tell this one that I've chosen, he would have loved that.
Yeah, you would. I think you're right.
Get out of here, this keyboard.
because he was about 50 years old when he started the rebellion. So I suppose you and him would have more in common than me.
Oh, he's a card. He's a card. Bringing my opacity all the way down and then sliding it up just about there, I think. Just so it looks like it's been trodden on in the mud in the Brecons, maybe 1 or 2 times, but not too many.
No, that's
There
right.
you go. Look at
Right.
that.
Brilliant. Well done, Dom. That looks fab. I love that.
Thanks, Bob.
No, it is. Right. Now it's time to make
and leadership.
It's time to make our own. So to make your own, we're going to add a page to this project. So to add a page to the project, we're just going to click on add in the top right-hand corner. Okay. And then we're going to grab a same size page. Now then, it's time to decide what your 2 colors are going to be for your quadrants of the banner. Okay, so think of, are there some colors that are important to you? Maybe do you play for a sports club that's got a certain color? Or it could be the color of your house, or the color of your front door, or the color of the car. It could be your school color, of course, is an obvious one as well. So any 2 colors that are important to you. Right, so I'm going to go forward. I'm going to start off with...
Are you going to do the colors of your house?
No, I'm going to do some colors that are important to me, I think.
Of all the examples you could have pulled out, the colors of your favorite ice cream.
Yes, why not? So I'm gonna use the first color I'm gonna choose is the color of I'm gonna do the color of Trinity College, where I went to university, and it was this kind of dark turquoise. So I'm gonna choose that first of all, and then if you remember, the next step we had was we were going to add a rectangle. So under elements, you need to back out of your textures and your whatever you're doing there and go back to shapes. And we want to bring in a rectangle in here.
Mr. William, there is your shout out. Official. Carry on.
Mr. William. Now and then. So we're gonna and remember we're using the pink lines, and we're just gonna get that exactly perfect in the top left-hand corner. And now you need to set another important color to you. So another important color to me, well, when I taught, the school I taught in for years and was a student in, sky blue is an important color for that school. So I'll choose sky blue there to represent Ysgol Maes y Gwendraeth. There we go. So I've got, oops, what did I do there? I need to, let me undo that, pop that back up. I need to duplicate that. There we go. And there it is. It's done. Right. So I've set a page background and I've quoted it. Shall we pass over to you, Dom? I think you're in the middle of that. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna do the 2 colors of my favorite ice cream, and you have to guess what my favorite one is.
Mint choc chip.
No. It's a type, it's like a name of a ice lolly sort of.
It's a twister.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Well, you said ice cream, didn't you? I think not ice lolly.
Yeah, so... I know. It was a bit of a red herring, that one. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Oh, nice. It's a twister. Oh, I thought it was. Do you remember what was that lolly like? What was it called? Funky Foot or something like that. Like it was a massive foot.
I do remember that.
I think that was in those colors as well. Anyway, I digress. Right, come on. Right. Back to me. Right, now it's time. This is the fun bit. Well, even more fun bit. It's time for you all, including you, Dominic, to decide what your heraldic animal should be. So, each animal that was used in heraldry was meant to signify the person who carried it. Okay, so for example, somebody had an eagle, it showed that they were like a free spirit and powerful. They were bear, they were strong and protective, etc., etc. So sometimes they used real animals, like the first 4 there, but also they used mythical animals as well. Although I'm sure dragons really existed. Right, so for mine, I mean, I'm not sure what I'm not sure about any of those for me, but I suppose I am quite creative. I do like music and things like that. So maybe I'll go for a Pegasus, perhaps. So I'm going to go back to Express, and you remember what I did now? I'm going to go to Media, Photos, Generate Image, and in here, grab a landscape layout, And I'm going to just do the same again. And do you know what? I'm not even going to bother with a rampant or anything like that. You could try experimenting with those guys. You could type rampant or passant or couchant or salient.
Passant, I've never actually heard of that.
Yeah, well, neither did I till yesterday when I put this together.
At least he's on it. At least he's on it.
So I'm just going to type in here heraldic Pegasus. Heraldic Pegasus. There we go, and generate. Okay, and we'll see what I get. So you know what I'm going to do then? I'll just be removing the background, tidying it up a bit, maybe with the erase and restore if I need to. And once I've done that, then it'll just be a matter of, oh my goodness.
Oh, that's good. The bottom two are good.
Yeah.
The bottom two are good.
Oh, wow.
That is pretty cool.
I think I will go with that bottom one. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah.
Although I think I like the way the wings are spread in this one. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Right. So then once you choose your image, close down the generate image panel, hit remove background, and then see if you've got any tidying. And again, I could have typed no background and I forgot again. So yeah, I do need to do some tidying up here. Okay. So that's all I need to do is go to the erased button, and then with a quick selection, it just means you can click once on something like this stick of wood here, and it'll just get rid of, got rid of too much of it there. So I'll just undo that, bring down the brush size a bit, try that again. There we go. Get rid of this bit, rid of that bit. Brilliant. And then I'd like to restore. You can see the legs are a bit kind of transparent looking, so I'll just restore some bits in there. And again, it doesn't. You don't need this to be perfect. You know, sometimes you'd want this to be absolutely perfect. But with this, you know, we want this banner to look a little bit messy, don't we? So we want it to look as if it's been found in an old storeroom in a castle dungeon. So, you know, it doesn't need to look perfect. There we go. That's done. Hit done on the bottom left. And there's my amazing looking Pegasus. So first things I'm going to do is add the tint effect. Okay, so I'm going to click on tint and choose.
I think nice gold would be good on that.
Choose that first. Yeah, you could use. You don't have to stick to my rules. You can choose different colors here if you want.
Your context here, where those two colors are very close to each other.
Yeah, you're right.
Vibrant kind of gold would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, you're right, Dom. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for two colors so similar. And then I'm just going to duplicate. I don't think we need to pass over. We'll see your finished article, Dom.
Oh, come on.
Do you want to? Okay. Let me just. No, I take it back. I'm
unbelievable.
I apologize profoundly.
Right. You're always trying to get me to hide my light under a bushel every time. Always.
Under a what?
Under a bushel.
Under a buckle.
A bushel.
Oh, a bushel.
Bushel.
Right. Let's have a look at your light. Right, here we go. Oh, there it is. This.
Well, I did a tint of the opposite colors on this one because these ones are remarkably different and quite striking. And then, you know, duplicates, get it in the right spot. There we go. And so this one, effects, tint, click that again, change the color of that one. I can use my dropper tool, pro tips as usual on this channel. And then we'll go over here, and that's the pink one. And then once you've done that, you can click the three, duplicate, and bring it down. Come on, give me the one. There it is. There it is. Nice. This is great. I'm really enjoying this.
Oh, I'm glad.
This is excellent. This is like pitched perfectly. I think this is one of our best ever challenges. I'm serious.
I don't know if you've tipped over to being sarcastic there or not.
I'm totally serious. I think it's excellent. I really do. It's amazing. Good skill,
okay, right. Well, you know what we're doing next. It's time to age our poster. So again, just jump into the elements and let's search for that pencil line. And let's bring in a pencil line and then go into the overlays. No, sorry, not the overlays, the textures. I mean, overlays work as well. They don't have to be textures. There's some cool stuff in the overlays. But just grab a line, pop it on, expand it across, and then duplicate and pop that on the vertical line. And if it's a bit strong, I mean, that pencil line's a bit full on for me. Just bring the opacity down on the line as well. There we go. And now let's cancel this. So you need to go. So we just want to cancel this search. There we go. And now in design assets, scroll all the way down, textures. So I did distressed. You did grunge, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I'll go for ink for a change. Okay, just for us to see. Yeah, there's really cool stuff in here. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely.
Oh, you love this bit. This is your best bit.
It is. And I'm going to keep that up quite strong on this one, I think. Now then, because this is my personal banner, we are going to add some text here just to explain what the colours mean and what the creature you've chosen signifies. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some text on, just add your text. And I'm going to put banner of. This is kind of the label you'd see in a museum, you know, like a little paper label at the bottom of something in a museum. Banner of Meredith Jones. And then I'm just going to reduce the size here. And I'm going to pop that on a white background. Okay. Banner of Meredith Jones. So to add a white background, I'll go to shape and just change the shape fill to white. There we go. Banner of Meredith Jones. And then I could explain in here then colours signify my secondary school and Trinity College and Pegasus for creativity. Right, let's pop over and see how Dom's getting on.
Yeah,
there we go. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I must say that pencil line is a good shout because it's quite hard to find. So it's the job, I think. I think I chose the wrong color on these. I'll have to go to effects and then put like a kind of red on it because obviously the inside, the center bit of the twister is red, of course. I'm just doing the important things, you know. And then what's happened here? Effects. No, I don't want effects, do I? Yeah, I do want effects. Where's that? What's going on here? Tint. There we go, that'll do. And then I'm going to put my kind of distress thing back in place. Make sure it goes from one side to the other. And then, you know, opacity down, bring it up until I don't think it's quite as good as having spatters and stuff, but you could always, not translate. Go back to media. No, not media, elements. And then Mr. Jones said you can go to design assets. You can always put more than one, you see. Distressed.
Yeah, layer them up. There, definitely.
Yeah, lay them up. This one's got like loads of little bits on it. So I might use that one, but I've actually mistakenly put another one in there. Can get a bit fiddly on the iPad, ain't gonna lie. And then this one gives more like, yeah, that's good. I think the combination of those is good. And then maybe bring the opacity down like that. Until 61%. That's great. I really enjoyed this. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh,
Arbenig.
There we go. So there's, you know, you don't have to put that text on. It's just a little idea because obviously this is your personal banner. It would be nice to explain the choices that you've made there. And I've tried to make it look like, you know, like the little caption on an image in a book or in a museum, something like that. So it says, banner of Meredith Jones, colours represent Trinity College and Ysgol Maes y Gwendraeth. Pegasus signifies creativity and imagination. We are. Even though I say so myself.
Do we share?
Yeah. So once you're done, you've got options. So if you want to save these as digital files, maybe in your OneDrive, your Google Drive, or your My Files, wherever you store all your stuff, you could just click on the download arrow. And then you can download either just your page that you've just done, your personal banner, or if you want your Glyndwr banner as well, just choose all pages, and that'll download them both together. If you're going to print them out, then PDF is the best option. Or if you click on share and publish, not publish to web, it's not called that anymore. It's now called view only link. If you click on share and choose view only link, you can actually create a link where people that click on it will be able to see both your banners and they can click back and forth between them, published on the internet. And it's pretty much identical on the iPad, guys. If you want to do it,
I've actually just got it up now. The same sort of dialog box here. If you just flick over, you'll see that it looks, you know, tiny bit different, but it just says view only link. You can see it there. That's the way to do it, and it will create a link, and you can do it for page 1 and page 2, which is good. Allow others to use it. That's good. It's a template thing. Teachers, that's a good thing to explore. Create link. It's going to do the same thing now that Mr. Jones is doing as well.
Brilliant. Now then, that, guys, is the end of the first activity. So we're ready to pop over to the next activity. I know that sometimes schools only join us for the first one. So it's a good point in the session for us to just remind you, if you are posting any photos online of the session, because I know loads of schools do that because, you know, family members and community members love seeing what the school's up to, then we would love to see you working on these projects. So if you are posting online, teachers, wherever you're posting it, whatever social media channels you're posting, you can tag us on there. So at Dom Trainer or at Meredith J or at Meredith Jones, depending which platform you're on. And also, if you tag at Adobe for Edu, it means that our whole team sees it. And people over in America, they can find out something about Owain Glyndwr.
They can actually look at some real quality for once. So let's tag them.
So tag at Adobe for Edu in so that our whole team can see it, because they would love to see what you'd be doing for Owain Glyndwr Day. Right. Shall we get on to the next challenge, Mr. Trainer?
I think we certainly should.
Okie dokie. Let's get rid of that tag thing then. So remember to tag us, guys, if you are. Right. So to go back to start a new project in Express, that's all we need to do is click on the big, colorful Express logo in the top left-hand corner. Click on that, and we are back on the dashboard. Right. So this time, we're going to be making a...
Let's get to that challenge page.
What's that?
Let's get to that challenge page.
Yeah, this time, let's scrolly. We're going to be making a web page sharing some facts about Owain Glyndwr in numbers. Glyndwr in numbers.
Glyndwr in numbers.
Yeah, we've got a quick intro paragraph here, but then we've got kind of some key facts about Owain Glyndwr, and they've all got important numbers picked out, and we'll have a chat about those as we go through them and learn some facts about Owain Glyndwr, perhaps. Right, okay. So on the Express dashboard, we are going to click on the big purple tile to build a web page. Big purple tile, build a web page. Now, we don't want a template. No, thank you, sir. So we're going to click on Create from Scratch there. Okay, and then in here you could type Glyndwr in numbers or Owain Glyndwr web page, whatever you'd like to call it, really. Facts about Owain Glyndwr.
Maybe we could do like maybe a good thing to do here would be like top 4 facts, and then we could just choose 4 from that list.
Yeah, great. Owain Glyndwr facts, and then I'm going to do by Meredith Jones here as my subtitle. Okay, and then as a background to this, and then we'll pass over to the iPad to see how Dom gets on. We're going to click on that plus sign on the bottom of the screen, choose photo. And on the left-hand side, now then, what kind of things could you search for here? You could search for knight or medieval or Wales, perhaps. So let's just search for, or castle would be a good one.
Heraldic.
Let's search for medieval, perhaps, in there, medieval. And see what we get. Some fantastic images coming up here. And I can't decide. I can't decide.
I know that we're going to use our Owain Glyndwr header at some points in here, but it could be at this point, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think it's easier to add that as an element rather than an image, I think.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
let's go with it. So, and then last thing I'm going to do before I pass over to Dom is I'm just going to choose a theme, because this font is too modern. It's too clean for my Glyndwr website. So I'm just going to scroll down and pick something that looks a little bit older. Something like Chronicle, maybe.
Chronicle's a good one.
Chronicle. Yeah, I think. Yeah, it doesn't look old, but it does look kind of serious. Right. pass it over to Dom, who's kicking off his webpage as we speak.
Yeah. Right, top left. If you need to get out, go to the A for Adobe. Come on, app. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. How dare you? There we go. Just needed a little kick. I think it had fallen asleep after the epic challenge one. In fact, maybe it's better if you take it over, because this is playing silly beggars.
Okay, no worries. Right, so what we're going to do now is let's just scroll down. Okay, scroll down, and it asks you, right, what would you like to add to your page? So let's start it off with a split layout.
You are hitting the high notes today.
I'm going to click on split layout there, and it's going to give me a layout that's split. Now then, we want that first paragraph of text. So let's just grab it. Okay, here we go. This paragraph here. I'm going to copy that. So highlight it all and then Control C. If you're having trouble highlighting text from a web page, which is tricky on the iPad, I've actually got it on a Google Doc view as well down at the bottom. So if you hold your finger on that, but I think if you tap that, it tries to open your Google Docs app on the iPad. But if you hold your finger down on that button and choose open in a new tab, then it just opens in a new tab. Okay, so iPad guys, I think it's easier for you to copy and paste from the Google Doc. Right, so I'm going to copy this first paragraph and I'm going to bring it in. And on the right-hand side here, I'm going to choose text. And I'm going to use Control V, and that's going to paste that in. Now, let's think about how we want to split this up into maybe paragraphs, nice bite-sized chunks. Owain Glyndwr was a brave and clever leader who lived in Wales over 600 years ago. Do you know what? That's a really good intro to Glyndwr. So let's just keep that on its own on the top. He was declared the Prince of Wales and led the rebellion against the English king, fighting for Welsh freedom and independence. For many years, Owain and his supporters won battles and captured castles, becoming heroes to the Welsh people. And then we got this final one. Although he eventually disappeared mysteriously, his story became legendary, and even today, Owain Glyndwr is remembered as one of Wales' greatest heroes. Right, let's see what I can do with this text in terms of formatting it. So I'm just going to click anywhere in that first sentence, and then you can decide whether you want it to be a header 1, which is a little bit large, perhaps. Yeah,
too large.
Header 2, which is less large, otherwise known as smaller.
Yeah.
And then you've got this quote button, which also is quite nice.
That is nice, actually, especially nice in that theme.
Yeah, and if you don't want any of them, you can just click on the one you've got selected again. And it just turns it back to normal text. So I'm going to just, I think I'll stick with header 2 for that. I think that works well there. And then you do still have in normal text, you can turn things bold if you wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to there. I think I'll just keep that first sentence as header 2 for me. But you might choose something different. Then the final thing I'm going to do is choose an image for the left-hand side. Then I'm going to pass it over to Dom. Right. So I've got medieval selected there. Maybe I'll go for Wales. Maybe I want some wild Welsh countryside that doesn't have really modern-looking buildings on it. Something that looks like, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So I've got my intro text. I've split it into paragraphs. I've formatted that first bit, and then I've got some kind of inspirational image on the left. Tell you what I need to do before I pass over to Dom is name my project.
Every time, people. Every time.
Glyndwr web page.
I've had enough. I've said it every week for probably
I apologize. Right, here we go. We're on the iPad. Take it away.
Okie. Right, let's press the plus. Well, actually, no, we're not going to press the plus. I'm going to go new school, build a web page, purple on the right-hand side. Yes. Give it a tap. Okay, now what you'll see if I use my Spidey hand. Hey, I'm going to create from scratch there, but I can bring that down. Oh, hang on. Where's it gone? Thought it was going to be smart there, didn't I? No, it's still gone again. I want to get my 3 screens up back there. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my Owain Glyndwr. Actually, sometimes I do find it really tricky to copy from an Express page into my own, but I actually think this time it's going to be okay. I have got it here if I need to. Often that can be easier, like Mr. Jones says. Come on. and then I'm going to go in here, add a title, paste Owain Glyndwr in numbers, add a title by Dom Trainer. Let's go from Adobe. Right, and then I can tap anywhere in the grey area, photo, and maybe I'll go like Wales Castle. Yeah, a stronghold. Ooh, did he have much business in Conwy?
Yeah, there was Conwy was local to him. Yeah, Conwy
It was his local. There we go. Scroll now. One of the things that Mr. Jones did, I'll scroll to start writing my story because why not? Let's do it. And then you get this section coming up here. But now it's just popped up. Well, actually, it did pop up. Now it's gone again. Let's go split layout again. That's fine. And then I'm using. Let me go to the Google Doc this time. I'll get that whole paragraph just by tapping and holding on the first word, Owain, and then just stretching out until the end. I'll copy that. I'm going to use my Spidey hand to go back to my Adobe Express. Press the plus, go to text. Press the plus, go to text. Just tap once very gently in there. Go paste. Cool. And then let's do some formatting. So return. And then here. It disappeared mysteriously. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, and the English king offered a massive reward for anybody who and nobody betrayed him at all. It's amazing.
Exactly. Yeah, he was in Marbella probably. And then
Marbs.
I might use the quote function, but just to show you another what Mr. Jones did before, because I think it's important, is you can see the little magic wand at the top. If I give that a push, then all these themes come at the side, and then you can choose. I mean, I might go for Briss. Briss sounds like a pretty good one, actually.
Yeah,
Briss. I hope it's going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, that does look good. Yeah. Oh, nice. I like that.
Lovely, that is.
And then add your image on the left-hand side, and maybe I'll just go for. I'll just put Wales in because often one of the images that I really like is this one. Yeah.
Well, you know then. Yeah, lovely.
Owain Glyndwr after he's been to a face painting party.
Yeah.
Then we'll go there.
The Six Nations weekend.
Yeah. He's found the secret to everlasting life, and he's at the Six Nations on a regular basis. There we go. Why don't you take us from there, Mr. Jones?
Brilliant. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Now, next, we're going to bring in our banners, guys. So, at the bottom of this split layout, okay, where we've got this plus underneath your last paragraph, I'm going to click on that plus, but this time, instead of text, we're going to click on your stuff. And the very last thing that you'll see is your banner that you made 2 minutes ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So if we click on that, now remember, we've made 2 banners, right? So if we click on that, it's actually going to ask us, which one do you want to bring in? Or do you want to bring in both? And I want to bring in both. So there's tick Owain Glyndwr's banner, and also tick your personal standard and add those as images. There we go.
Oh,
and then here we can add a caption. So the first one is Glyndwr's banner. Glyndwr's banner. There we go. And then under this one, and here is mine! Exclamation mark. There we go. Right, let's pop over to Dom to. Do you want to show that, Dom, or are we okay?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I do.
There we go.
All right, let me go back. Right. So just to recap here, I've done my top section. I've done my split layout. I've formatted that first bit because it's obviously like the key kind of sentence. I've scrolled down and I can go here into your stuff. And then I've got my 2 here. There we go. Tick in the first little box, tick in the second little box, add as images, bosh. And then underneath, I've got this little add a caption section here. Owain's banner. There we go. Oh, first name terms. And then click down here. and I'll put Tom's banner alongside Owain Glyndwr, as I rightfully should be.
Yeah, I'm sure the enemy army would be terrified to see your standard raised high on the battlefield, Dom.
Neon pink. What?
It's the Twister Eagle. Run away! Right. Okay. Let's finish this off then. So now you could use a glide show here. So we have got time actually. My plan was to not use a glide show, but we do have time. So I tell you what we'll do half and half. So we got 8 facts: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we'll do 4 of them as a split layout and 4 of them as a glide show. So I'm just going to grab the first 4 numerical facts there. So from the year 1359 down to 15 years, copy those. Over I come. And we're going to add a new split layout. Okay, so just scroll down to the bottom of your page and choose split layout again. And this time the text will go on the left-hand side. Paste that in. Okay, we need a suitable image on the right-hand side. So maybe this time I'll search for Knight, K-N-I-G-H-T, K-N-I-G-H-T. And we've got 846 results. I'm sure there'll be something here that works for me. And I
this
think
is probably the first time you've ever found your knight in shining armor, isn't it? You've been looking for ages.
Now then, thank you. I like this one because Glyndwr was older when he started his rebellion, so that's probably quite accurate. Right now, then the next thing, what I want to do is draw attention to the actual numbers. You see, every factor starts off with a number and a colon. So what I'm going to do is just after each number, before the fact begins, I'm going to just hit return on that, so I separate them out. And then for the number itself, I'm gonna use H1 for those to really kind of draw attention to these numerical facts. Okay, so what are they? Well, the facts are that we think he was born around in the 1350s, maybe 1359. Nobody's really sure. And then he started his rebellion in the year 1400 on the 16th of September. Today is the day. And he was around 50 years old when that happened. And the final fact is that the rebellion lasted for 15 years. Even though he disappeared in 1412, the rebellion actually carried on for 3 years after that again. Right, so there's my first 4 facts there in a split layout. Sorry, forgive me. So we'll pass over to Dom, and then when I come back, then we'll finish it off with a glide show. And I think we'll have timed this just right. Right, there you are, Dom.
Thank you. Right, so I searched for Knight. I found this chap in there. Looks good to me. So let me just get Mr. Jones to tell me about this. So when you actually did your header 1 for your dates, which I thought was a great idea, you probably had to go and put your cursor just before or just after the numbers and hit return, yeah?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay, because otherwise it'll turn the whole kind of piece of that section into header 1, which is too much, really.
Yeah.
So tap in there, that'll be header 1. And then with the iPad, if you're not in the right place, you can just tap and hold on the screen, and then it'll allow you to kind of nudge it over. And then all you have to do is select your date, header 1. I mean, you could try header 2. Let me just see what it looks like here. Oh, I don't need to do that. I need to do and then return. Let's see what it's like if I do header 2. It might not be impactful enough. Ah, that's all right, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What's the quote again? Oh, yeah. I mean, I could go there and keep that as my kind of theme, and then it's sort of.
That looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks all right, that, doesn't it?
Splits the facts up nicely.
Yeah. So I'll try that. Yeah, nice. Look at that. That'll do.
Yeah, love that. That's brilliant. Right, so we got 4 facts left. So for this, we're going to go super pro and we're going to do a glide show. Nice. Right, so let's pop this back on. Here we go. We're back on my screen. So so when you're doing a glide show, you need to think first what images you want. You can't just start with the text. You actually got to start with the photos. So the first fact in this set is a really fun one. So Owain's neighbor like the nearest lord to him he was a marcher lord called Reginald de Grey, and he was really nasty to the local people. When Owain started his rebellion, he took Reginald de Grey hostage, and the King of England, he wanted to release Reginald de Grey. So Owain said, yeah, fine, give me 10 grand, £10,000. Now, back in the year 1400, £10,000 would be the equivalent of £10 million in today's money. And the King of England paid Owain Glyndwr £10 million to release Reginald de Grey.
That's completely bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah. So maybe I'll have an image of like a treasure chest or money or something like that first. Yeah. And then we got castles coming next. So that's important.
Do you know what? You can actually search for Harlech Castle and it comes up.
Oh, Harlech. Oh, brilliant. And then 10 children. Owain Glyndwr had 10 children. So we'll do something with children. And then, mysteriously disappeared. So maybe we'll have some question marks or kind of a mystery, something like that. So there are my 4 images. Money, castle, children, mystery. Right, let's get those into my glide show. So here we go. I'm scrolling down and I'm going to choose this time glide show. And what it's going to do is ask me, first of all, right, what photos do you want? Right, well, I want money. So maybe I'll try treasure, maybe treasure chest.
I tried old coins and it worked quite well.
Oh, cool. Oh,
no, they're better, actually. They're much better.
These are cool. Yeah, I like these treasure chests.
Yeah, one.
Maybe this. I'd like this one, but it's got a lot of jewels coming out of it, and so I'll go
number 2. Number 2 is the one.
Yeah, I think you're right. Right, there we go. All right, so that's my first one done. So you can see it's added it now to the glide show in the middle of my screen. Right, so the next fact was castles. Right, so you're saying that Harlech is in there, you?
It is, yeah.
Harlech. Let's see if it's there. Oh, wonderful. There we go. Harlech Castle's there. And then he had 10 children. So maybe if I put medieval children, maybe? This is asking a lot. This is a bit...
I just put, what did I put? Children, family, maybe? Yeah, there's if you put what was this one again? Let's have a look.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I put children, family, and then you can find ones with like loads of kids holding hands, which is quite good.
Yeah, okay, we'll go for that. Brilliant. Yeah. Fine. And then the final one that he disappeared mysteriously. So maybe if I put mysterious old man. Is that something gonna get? Oh, now then.
Mystery is not a bad one either.
I think this is him there. Look, there he is.
That is bananas.
Right, so I've got my 4 images for my 4 facts. Right, so then I'm going to click save, and that takes me back to my web page where I can add facts for each image. See if I scroll back up now. Should we get Dom's images up first? Should we get you to there, and then we'll finish off with the facts?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay, so here we go. We're back on Dom's iPad.
Right, so yeah, so I mean, I can cancel at this and just show you how to do it again. Press at the plus at the bottom, go to glide show. I mean, I'll also show you, look, this one, mystery hiding, someone in, keeping their hood up so they don't want to be seen. That's a good one. Now, obviously, that's going to be my last one, but that's okay because I can change the order with arrows. So I'm going to go, I put old coins in, but I think treasure chest was better actually, but it did give this one, which I thought was pretty smart.
Yeah.
Harlech. There we go. Nice. And then the last one was, children and then sort of family. And that gave loads of children holding hands. And we want a load of them if possible. That one looks, I haven't counted, but that one looks pretty good. Okay, there we go. I put it in twice. Naughty me. So if you want to get rid of one of them, just press the little bin button. And then in terms of the order, well, treasure chest is at the top, so use the arrow. Ping. Harlech is second. Ping. Young children or family. Well, actually, let's put the hiding himself down the bottom. Click save, and then look at that. Nice.
Brilliant.
Lovely. Brilliant. You want to put the text in, Mr. Jones? I think only one of us needs to do that.
Okay, right. So to add your text now, when you scroll through the glide show, you'll see these, I don't know what they're properly called, but I call them cards. You see these cards kind of float up as you scroll. So these cards behave exactly the same as the section in the split layout where you can add text, images, whatever. Okay, they behave exactly the same way. So let's grab my first fact, which is £10,000, which is what the King of England had to pay Owain to release Reginald de Grey. So we'll paste that in. I'm going to just stick to the same formatting. I'm going to turn that 10,000 into a header. And you know what? I think this card looked better on the right-hand side so we can see the coins in this chest. So I'm just going to drag this card over. So the cards can just go left, center, or right. That's it. Okay, you can't be more fussy than that. Right, there's my first one done. Scroll down, and you see that it fades from... Oh, it's lovely that is. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Now, this card is going to work best on the left-hand side, so we can still see Harlech Castle on the right. So let's copy 1404. There we go. Actually, you know this image on the web page? If you search Glyndwr, this comes up. It's the plaque on his old Parliament House in Machynlleth. Cool. So you could have used that as well. So let's paste that in. There we go. And format that as a title. Perfect. Scroll down. Load of children here. And maybe we'll keep this in the center this time. And let's grab the 10 children fact. There we go. There we go. And format that. And scroll down for the final one. Here we go. Hiding the shades on.
Just look like he's going on a night out.
I don't know where you go on a night out, but if somebody walked in anywhere looking like that, I'd run away. Right. Maybe that's it looks like Santa Claus trying to stay inconspicuous when it's not December. Right. There we go. Sorted. I'm done. If I want to share my amazing website, and it is amazing, if you've made one of these guys, and then you have made a really professional looking web page, and you've used loads of different skills. If you want to share that with anybody, that's all you need to do is click on the share button in the top right-hand corner, publish to web, create link, and then anybody who clicks on that link is taken to your website. It's actually you are published on the internet. Your page is for realsies part of the internet. There we go. Right. We are done. We've got 2 minutes left, which is somewhat of a record for us, which gives us time, Dom, to mention next week. I can't believe how busy we are next week. Look at this, guys.
Oh, don't even say it.
Look at this. So next
what's
week,
phase one training? Let me set you up.
Yeah, so Monday, we got ACE 1 training. So teachers, that's for teachers only, or any school staff, no students. If you would like to come along for an hour and a half of training after school, digitally, virtually, with either Dom or myself, we haven't argued over who's doing that yet. Then that's on Monday. You can register, this one. You can register for that by going to bit.ly/ACE interested. Get signed up for that. Any school staff, you are welcome. Then Tuesday, we've got a Maths Week live lesson.
Yes.
To come along to that. Wednesday,
European Day of Languages.
European Day of Languages. We are crazy putting all this stuff on. And then Wednesday night, we've got an ACE Level 2 training. So, staff, if you've done your Level 1 anytime at all, it doesn't have to be the one on Monday, then get booked onto the ACE Level 2. And that gives you a professional development certificate you can put in your professional development folder, and it gives you a cool digital badge you can put in your email signatures as well. So get signed up for live lessons, get signed up for staff training, and we are excited to see you come and join us as much as possible. Thank you for all of your comments. We love the comments. And remember, if you are posting anything online, teachers, please tag us in so that we can see how you've been getting on. It's been great. From this morning's session, I've already been seeing some banners that the students will be making, and it's really exciting. Right, Dom, diolch yn fawr. Thanks for joining me. It's been fun.
Diolch yn fawr I ti.
And that's it. We're finished 30 seconds early. What a record that is for us. Right, hwyl fawr, guys.
Hwyl fawr.
Ta-ra. Diwrnod Glyndwr hapus i chi gyd.